Welcome back to Coyote Classics. Today, Dad and I are going to be checking out and test driving this 1967 Plymouth Satellite. Great sound and dual exhaust. Really neat car and super correct as far as original interior, white and black. Decoded the trim tag, was original medium blue car with the red stripe.
That noise you're hearing right there is gear drive.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, It sounds like it's got gear drive. Sounds really good.
It does.
Interior's original, but of course the engine sounding like that is not. They upgraded that to the 383.
This car has a really cool story. I went to buy a 75 New Yorker from a guy, and he said he had this in the building. He's had it for over 13 years, but he hadn't had it out for 3 years. So I'm like, well, let's go take a look at it. So I went over there. It was just covered in dust in his garage. You know, it was like a little storage garage. Bought it right then and there, got it home, and was very impressed with it. He used to race this once in a while in the quarter mile. You know, so he had a lot of fun with it. It's just a very, very correct car. As you pointed out, it's got the factory fender tag. Everything lines up. Blue car, red stripe, you said?
Yep.
And that's exactly how it is today. It's got the red lines on it with the white bucket seat console interior, and the interior is 100% all correct.
Yep. And you can find the trim tag all decoded in the description of the YouTube video and also on our website, coyoteclassics.com.
What I was impressed with this one was, you know, if you get one that's not a, you know, obviously it's not a show car, it's just a nice little driver. But I opened the hood and, you know, when they did the paint job 20, 30 years ago, they did a nice job. You know, they re-jammed it all. It's just a nice looking turnkey car.
Yeah, it is. And if this car is something you're interested in, you can call us at 641-816-3145 or message us from our website. And on our website, you're going to see a bunch more pictures, including the pictures of the undercarriage. Front grille, that looks to be original. So some of that black argent is chipped. If a guy wanted to spend a little time, you could always go around and touch up that argent. But just some little things like that. Front bumper looks really good, though. Chrome's got a great shine.
Looks like it's got a tranny cooler too, which is awful nice. As you can see through the grill a little bit.
Right there. Hood lines up good. You got a few small rock chips right here at the front of that hood. But as Chad said, I mean, the paint was done 30 so years ago.
There's two decent sized chips here, one right there and one right over here. But it's got just a nice fit and finish. The back of the hood, the top of the fender lines up great. But you're gonna have a lot of little tiny little rock chips, little paint imperfections. The car does have that, but a great look. As you stand back here at 5 foot, I mean, you could take it to any show and you'd just be proud of it.
Yeah, I love the correct wheels with the dog ditch hubcaps and the
You'd kind of call this like
tires.
100% dang near Survivor. One repaint, original interior, motor swap, you know, to kind of a beefier up 383. Like it came from the factory probably as... What the guy told me, a guy had on here when he bought it, he had some dummy spotlights. Some guy had some big dummy spotlights on it.
Speaking of the times.
That's just, yeah, kind of tells the history and why it's so solid, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the rocker and the bottom of the door, and that's all really nice and solid all the way down there along the gray argent.
So many times down in here, it's just rotted out. Again, very nice and solid. The floors, frame, trunk. Make sure you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out all those undercarriage pictures because it is one solid Mopar. It's your corner of the door. Window felts and stuff and rubbers have been replaced, it looks like, when they did the paint job many, many years ago.
Looks to me like the interior is probably all original. I know it's correct as far as upper door.
It is.
Door
I
paint
guarantee
colors,
it is because the carpet was so faded, right? It showed, you know, how it kind of gets kind of red from the sun. We did shampoo it and I did dye the carpet a little bit. I'm just noticing it. I didn't notice it here, but it does have a seam split right here. See how it could be sewed up? See that? Just a little bit of sewing there. Same thing with the headliner. I mentioned it in our ad. Probably needs to be replaced, or if you can find somebody, it'd be awesome if you can sew it because the rest of it's in good shape. Dome light works. All the interior lights work on the console and everything else. Just kind of tells you a lot about the car.
Yeah, dash is in good shape. You got a little aftermarket tack there. Corner of the door on the inside is solid as well.
It's one you can run and drive and have a lot of fun with. And if you want to make a show car out of it, you can always repaint it and touch up the headliner and stuff like that down the road. But it's in a great price range where you can jump in and enjoy it right now.
Really straight and solid Mopar. You look up and down the sides, door fits good, quarters are nice and straight. Got a small scratch here, and we're not gonna be able to get all of it, but like you said, older paint, so you got some chips and some small scratches, but real solid. A little bit of chip to bare metal where it shows a little bit of surface rust right there. But the rest of that package area is very solid.
Wow, that's nice too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a big thing. Bottom of the trunk lid's nice and solid. That seam is awesome. I don't know if you can see that at all, D. You got a matching spare. I mean, how many times you got a matching spare that's just as nice as the rest? I mean, you have a flat, you pull this one out, put it right on.
And you clean that trunk floor, and you can still see original paint there, which is always neat. Real solid. I've seen it when he had everything out.
Yeah, very nice. Like you said, Survivor.
Yes.
It's got
As you heard, dual exhaust sounds awesome.
Yeah, MagnaFlow tips on it too.
This rear panel here is original, so it's got some wear.
It's got a dent here in it.
Yeah, and just a little bit of pitting in the chrome. And you got
That's what's fun about this car, though.
A couple chips right there.
To me, is it looks so cool. You can drive it, you know, hot rod it, have some fun with it, and not have to worry, you know.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't even buffed this one.
No.
But a buff might do wonders on it too. But driver's side's just as straight as the passenger side.
The only thing on the driver's side, and you don't have to rush up here, but it's just got just a few just tiny, tiny little bubbles right here.
Okay.
Little rust bubbles under that Argent.
We'll show them when
the backside feels good.
Good.
But
a couple little chips
that's
here by
it.
the gas
Bottom
door.
of the fender, bottom of the rocker, bottom of the door is all straight, nice.
There's the little bubbles Chad was talking about down there on the rocker.
They're very small.
Door fits good. A couple smaller chips on the door, but that color's so pretty and neat too that it's the original color.
One that looks good with the red lines.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
does.
Like I said, when he opened the garage door and I peeked my head in and I seen the red lines and the dust and the blue, and then he popped the hood and it was all blue under the hood. I'm like, sold.
Yep, it's a neat car. A few little chips here in the drip rail.
But even from here, I mean, just looking at the inside, it's just awesome looking. You know, you got a little wear here on the armrest pad, but like I said, all the console lights work on both sides. You can see that's the original interior because it's just sunburned a little bit. Not through, but it just got a little, you know, too much sun. Let's go ahead and see what this drives like. I mean, I have not been behind the wheel. The first time I took it out, me and Ryan took it out, and I took it to the stop sign. I didn't have any brakes. Meaning none. We did all new rear axle seals. We did all new brakes all the way around, turned the drums, all new wheel cylinders. I mean, everything on the brakes is new. And then we got all that done, and then the master cylinder was leaking a little, so we replaced that too.
Nice.
So everything is new on the brakes. Easy at stars, huh?
Tack works. Still has the original radio in it. It works.
But she does need to get
That's
the
a cool.
advisor's job. Is
Right there tells you about this car.
Yeah. What's the mileage?
96.
Yeah, 96,000 rate per mile.
Fun, huh?
But I'm saying,
I mean,
Wipers work.
and that's the thing. I mean, it's not perfect, but you get into one of these, I'm going to call it still 96,000, a low mileage car.
Yeah.
Both of those lights work. That light works fine. Horn works, radio works, alternator gauge works, gas gauge works, temp gauge works. Nice. All in the factory gauges.
That's cool.
Which I know I've had a lot of these cars, and a lot of times these gauges go to shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
Right? So wipers work. We just checked those out. Heater fan works.
Nice.
Tack, nice tack here.
Even the glove box light works.
What else you got in there? Some guy's sunglasses or what?
Just a case or something.
That's important.
A small little crack here in the dash, but the original dash.
Cool car. It does have a locker, like a line lock Posi in it. So if a guy doesn't like that, you know, and you notice that when you turn a corner. But if you don't like it, you can change it out.
Yeah.
Right? But that'll just have that little click in.
Posi locker. Yeah.
But we did do all new axle seals on it. And everything, so. It's actually a pretty quiet little car as far as not squeaky, rattly.
It's got some good takeoff.
It's got some damn good balls for just being cold yet. We'll check our wheel cylinder out here. Maybe we got just a little pull to the right. I gotta lock my seat in. There we go. Cool thing about these cars is everyone, you know, no matter where you're at, everyone kind of loves them.
Oh, absolutely.
There's your little clip.
Yep, your locker.
And he told me that when I bought it, that it had that kind of a full-time Posi.
It's a cold morning for these old cars. Probably the coldest
It
they've had
is.
yet
It's a
this
little
year.
cold yet.
Sounds good though.
Sounds badass though, don't
Yeah,
it?
it does. Sounds great.
We'll go through the gears here on the way back. That was second anyway, by the way.
Yeah.
And the gear shifter lines up nice too.
Yeah, it does.
Now, you do have bias ply tires.
Yep.
You know, so you can feel it. It'll feel the road a little bit, but as far as it goes nice and straight down the road
Yeah.
with your hands on it, it doesn't fight you.
Yeah.
But I love drum brakes. It's so funny. The first time I hit them, they pulled right. Now look, 100% perfect.
Yeah. It's just that's the way with drones.
It
A lot of times.
is.
The
That,
first
like,
stop, they're gonna want to pull, and then after
because
that,
they have to
they'll
get,
stop
they
straight.
have to expand out to the side of the drum, right?
Yeah.
So that is funny though. Yeah. So let's just go this way, shall we?
Butler County traffic jam right here. Grain cart and Impala. Yeah, it's
What do you
fast.
think of it?
I can see why you ran it in the quarter mile. It's a pretty quick little car.
And he did it with a bias ply tire. That's the awesome part. Speedometer works perfect, D. It could be, I'm guessing it's probably about 5 mph slow. But this is what I'm talking about. This is a cruiser, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. It is
It's a great
quiet.
sounding cruiser right now. 65.
Nice.
You like it?
I like it.
Would you like me to put my hands on the wheel and slow down?
That might help, but no, it felt even
Seriously,
at that.
even the brakes. How about Dustin? What a great job in the shop.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get back and tell him, but this is not the same car I drove in about, had no brakes.
Boys
About-
did good.
Like I said, they did a great job on this one.
Yeah. It's a good car. Check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.